All right, Homesteader family, welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. It is Tuesday, and you're probably thinking, why is he filming Tuesday? Well, I'm filming Tuesday because I'm getting ready to take my gates down, and I wanted to show the old opening compared to the new opening, and just give you a little sneak peek on what I got done. So, you can see right here, here's the old opening. There's no fence connected now. I already took the fence down there. You can see the line of, let's see, that line right there where the fence used to be. So I got all that taken care of. So you can see it's just the two gates, the two poles. And I'm going to get that torn out because I got the excavator coming Saturday, hopefully, like I said on last Sunday, Monday vlog, to dig all this out. And I've been working on the new gates and everything. So I just got a bunch of junk and cattle panels and everything holding the dogs in for now temporarily so they don't take off on me. But I got this other corner done today right there. I got that pole concreted. So that is starting to set up. So I'll show you. Got the wet concrete. And then I got all these other poles. So you can see that's all I got to set up tonight. And then I got these other poles. I'll be putting a pole about 12 foot out. And then this gate that's right here will be moved over to the driveway part where the cattle panel is. And then I'll have another pole on the other side. But I won't have a pole over the top like I did everywhere else. Due to the fact if I need to get a big truck in here or something taller than 10 feet, they can get in here. So, and tearing down the shed that the pigs were in. I moved the pig fence. Here's the new fence going across. So a lot of stuff is happening. So in between rainstorms every day, I'm getting stuff done. But I'll be back with you guys at the end of this week. All right, welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. You can see it is actually Saturday, June 15th. So I'm filming a day earlier, but I was out working on the food plots, and we just got a storm. So I figured I'd show everybody the storm a little bit farther than me. So look at that. All that white. White, white, white. So what it was is we got some hail. You can see the hail laying on the ground. Got a couple small pieces there. But it really hailed up there, and you can see it's just totally white. So into June, still getting snow and ice and stuff like that. But that's because Mother Nature knows this alien is planting, and I need to get stuff done. So figure I'd just go ahead show you guys a little bit of this. So what I did is I bought a little walk behind cedar that's in the trailer that you use for grass seed and stuff for regular houses. But I used it for the food plot mix. So I went ahead and put down a heavy layer of seed. And then I put this erosion control hay blankets on it. I'm not real happy about having this plastic on the ground. But I do need to keep the moisture in. And the mulch was hard to work with. And I went ahead and I replanted this tree over here. And that tree was in the middle of this hay blanket. You can see the mound a little bit. So right there in that mound was where that tree is. So I took that out and put that inside. And then the reason I did this was so once all this grows up with grass and stuff, I can drive the mini truck, I can drive the tractor, I can drive the big truck through here. And I have baskets to collect the fruit and put it right into the vehicles or the tractor. And I'm going to hay blanket that side. And then inside of the fruit beds and the nut tree beds, I'm going to do the mulch. So here's the mulch over here that I did. It was just so hard, so much work to do all that. So you can see it's everything's starting to grow in through the mulch. It's just taking a while, but I figured it'd be nicer to have this where you don't have all the sticks and the mulch and everything like that. So I'll just leave that as mulch for now, and everything else is going to get hay blanketed. So on the other side of these tree beds, I'm going to do hay blankets around because I'm going to be fencing in a big rectangle where I'm going to plant my corn next week. And you can see some of my fruit trees are doing really good. Others, I'm not sure if they're going to come back or not, like that one or like this one. Well, actually this one has some green on it. Didn't have green on it the other day. So there's some leaves there, some leaves coming out. But this is my very, very best fruit tree, and I'm so excited about it. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, look at that. Has all those flowers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, this alien's doing something right. I'm growing fruit trees at 9,200 feet, and I got nut trees going in, and we're going to see. So, this is the big U that I did. Boop, 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 boop. Of all the hay blanket. And that's all I got done for now. And I'll be back tomorrow once it's done raining and stuff. And I'll show you all the excavation that I got done. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, everybody has seen this already. This is the U-shaped bed. I've already planted nut trees. The empty holes are going to be fruit trees for everyone that hasn't seen this. And this is the hay erosion control mats that I've been putting down. I went ahead and spread out the food plot seed mix, which is field peas, hairy vetch, and perennial ryegrass, and then laid the mat down, stapled it down, and got everything going. So these different fruit trees, some are showing life. Some have not started showing life yet. But I do have a couple trees that are doing really good. So this one right here is completely leafed out. This started showing life about a week and a half ago. But what I'm really excited about, and I mean, I am ecstatic about this because this is just super amazing, is this tree. I think this is either nectarine or an apple tree. I'm not sure because I forgot to write labels down for these trees. But look at that. Just beautiful flowers all over the place, buds all over the place. It's just coming together. So now that I know that the fruit trees will come back, as you can see, this one is slowly starting to push leaves out. And then I have other trees that are only pushing a leaf or two leaves out. But it looks like they will come back once we start getting the rains and stuff. So you can see the green there at the base of it. This is a plum tree, I believe. And now that I know that, you know, the fruit trees are coming back, I'm ecstatic. I'm going to buy at least another 11 fruit trees this year. And I'm going to keep growing this orchard and nut farm, whatever you want to call it. So I went ahead. I got a bunch more of these erosion control mats. I'm going to be doing it on the other side of this tree bed where the Max is right there walking. But in the center, I'm going to fence in a rectangle and do painted mountain corn, the Indian corn. And I decided I'm not going to mulch everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mulch inside the tree beds. So to the right of me and to the left of me, that will all be mulch. Because the mulch I did on the other side is just all lumpy and everything. And I like these control mats a lot better than the mulch to walk on. It's a lot smoother. It's not as lumpy. And with the mats, I've noticed that I'm not having birds come in or the chickens and try to get the seed that I put down underneath. So I made the first mistake. Right now, it's not stapled down. I had a windstorm. It blew the mats all over. So I had to get staples and re-put everything down. And you'll see that in a future video. So I'll be back with you guys. Stay tuned. Alright, Homesteader family, so it is Friday night. I was laying in bed watching television off the internet, and I figured I'd come and do a little bit of my filming now since tomorrow I get the excavator first thing in the morning tomorrow, which will be Saturday, and this will all be part of the Sunday Monday vlog. So I've had so much stuff going on. I am exhausted already. I've been working on the gate some more right now. Uh, did that until this evening. Got another post concreted. Got some other stuff done. I made a list of the excavator projects top to bottom, most important to least important, for this term around. And actually, I'll just go over real brief. I'm not going to go in detail. I'll be making an excavator video, and I'll go into detail exactly what this entails. But basically, the parking lot's going to be first, along the driveway coming up here to the camper, the upper creek bed, the culvert and bridge at the head of the pond, the duck and geese nesting area, the spillway, the lower creek bed, the driveway entrance from the new gates to the farm area, the house site, outhouses, horticulture beds, and farm area. So, like I said, I'll go into that later on. And today I had some breaking news. We had some torrential downpours again. It was beautiful. It's been raining pretty much every day for the last 4 days, 4 to 5 days. And I don't have to water my trees, which is beautiful because I've had so much other stuff going on, so I really haven't had time to water the trees. And as you can see, it's bad enough I've got to water all these with the leaves popping out and buds starting to grow, and I've got the bamboo in the other windowsill. But the breaking news is, after the rain, I went and checked out my orchard, the 11 fruit trees I planted last year. And out of the 11 fruit trees, all but 3 have green leaves or greenish buds, and 1 even has the start of flowers. So, the trees made it through the winter, and they are just now starting to push out. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, I'll be able to see a lot more leaves. I've got 2 trees that are rocking. They've got leaves popping left and right. They got 1 tree has the flower buds. So I'm real excited about that. And everybody told me, you cannot grow fruit trees at 9,200 feet. And I said, watch me. Now, who knows if they produce fruit in another couple years. But if they don't, that's all right. Because as long as they make it through the winters and they produce leaves, we do not have a lot of leaf trees up here except the little bit of aspens we have. Everything is pine, spruce, everything with needles. I need the leaves for composting to hold the moisture in the ground and everything like that. On YouTube, when I only watch one channel every video, and that's Boss of the Swamp. I've talked about him a bunch of times. He always pops up every Sunday when his video comes out for his Sunday vlog. And then the different crypto channels I watch, they pop up. Nothing else ever pops up because that's all I watch. Boss of the Swamp and the crypto channels to see what the masses are doing in crypto, so I know try to go opposite of what they're doing. If they say sell, I buy. If they say buy, I sell. That's how I've been making my profits. But I had this channel, Cody Labs, come up. And it was like a 3 or 5 year old video. And he put fruit trees in a pile of dried out rocks up on a hillside. So the wind dries it out. The ground wasn't really wet. And he did something. Now, my fruit trees just survived this winter. So my alien intuition, my alien touch, people saying the trees ain't going to survive up here, I just proved it. And in a couple weeks, once they're all fanned out, then I'm going to take video of it before I bring in the new fruit trees, because I'm going to add more fruit trees this year, just to prove that my trees survive. But what he did on Cody Labs was he got these water storing crystals. And you only use a tiny little teaspoon. But what he did was he put these in a 5-gallon bucket with a bunch of water, let them soak up, and then threw them in the base of the hole then put in dirt, then put in the tree, then covered it with a little bit of dirt and then the rocks on top. So I never even heard of anything like this. I've never even seen these. Walmart doesn't carry them, and Home Depot only had 3 bags, and they were so hidden. It took one of the employees who works in the garden area going through the whole garden area just to even find these because they don't sell them that often. So I'm going to do this in all my new tree holes because these last a long time and they soak up water and then release the water as the soil dries out. So that's an ingenious alien technique that just didn't come to me yet. So somehow that video popped up. Somehow I was forced to watch that video because I don't click on other people's videos. And turned out I watched a whole video and that was at the end of the video. So I'm really glad that all came to fruition. And now I'm going to be using that. So I bought the 3 bags Home Depot had. And they're not even reordering it. So that's all I have. I went to Walmart and stuff. Nobody else has the crystals. It's all special order. So that is genius. I'm really impressed with that. My second thing was today I ran to town because I had to mail out some paperwork. And I went to Brady's Garden Center in Canyon City. And I picked up some straw mats. It's weaved straw with a little real thin plastic that holds it together that you put down on new lawns. I bought 4 rolls of it because the seeding that I did with the mulch, birds and birds and birds and birds, my ducks, my chickens, my geese, everything went in and dug through the mulch and ate all the seed. Until today. When I went and checked out my orchard, I went and looked in the mulch bed again, and I got peas and grass and barley and different things popping up that was not coming through. So I got these grass mats, or not grass mats, the straw mats, because I figured that's a lot thinner than how thick of mulch I did. I tried to do thin, but the recycled mulch just clumps in a way, and it's hard to get it raked out thin because you got big sticks and everything like that. So, I'm going to do video. I'm going to do more seed because I have 450 pounds of seed, all these cases of seed to still plant. So, I'm going to be using the straw mats in the upper creek bed that I'm going to excavate out. I want to flatten it out so it's not hilly and everything like that for the bamboo, because I want the bamboo to be able to start out flat. I want the ground flat so that way when the water comes through it's all saturated, it keeps everything wet. I'm going to lay down a bunch of seed because I'm going to keep the creek bed in a way where one channel for the water, and then when we flood several times a year, then that water will go over top everything, saturate everything, and grow everything. So my goal is I'm going to excavate it, flatten it out, keep the channel, dig another channel for the same creek bed so the water runs through. Then I bought a walk behind spreader. I've been doing it by hand. I just went ahead and just bought one while I was at Walmart looking for the water crystals. And I'm going to seed the whole creek bed. The channel, the flat area I make, the sides. And that's one big reason why I bought the straw mats today is because the excavator comes tomorrow. I'm going to lay the straw mat down after I seed it. And then I'll cut holes where I want to put the bamboo. Pop a little hole, put the bamboo in, and then fence the bamboo in so the goats and stuff don't eat the bamboo until it gets established. And we're going to see if an alien can grow bamboo at 9,200 feet, because everybody tells me, including Brady's, when I was there today, They're like, you can't grow bamboo at 9,200 feet. Watch this alien. This alien has a very green thumb. It looks like a human thumb, but that's because that's my alien camouflage. It's actually like blue underneath, not green. But I think I'm gonna do good here. And for those of you that follow me on Facebook and stuff, I put up a thing the other day. I saw somebody. There was a couple down in South America. They got deforested land where they took the jungle away. And in less than 20 years of them planting trees and doing these things that I'm going to be doing here, they've totally changed the land. It now has ponds and creeks on it where it was drought ridden, sands and dry ground. And they have endangered animals that have returned because of how they changed the little bit of planet there. And what can I say? That they've got to be the same type of race of alien that I am, or a fellow alien couple, because they're doing exactly what I said. And I said give me 10 years. They took 20 years. They took 19 and a half years to do it. I'm going to do it in 10 years. So like I said, 11 fruit trees. That was my test. They survived. They're coming through. A lot more fruit trees are coming because remember, I'm going fruit tree, nut tree, fruit tree, nut tree. So I have 24 more nut trees to plant. I have 11 holes in my U's that I did, the fenced in U's where I already planted the nut trees. So that's 11 fruit trees I need for that area. And then to go in between all these nut trees, that's another 24 trees. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do all the trees this year. But like I said, 45 or 48 nut trees. And then I'm definitely going to buy at least 11 fruit trees, 11 more fruit trees. If the 3 don't come through, I'll be replacing them. And we're just going to go from there. So I'm going to, like I said, do a video on the mulch bed and then do a video on the straw bed. And we're going to find out which method works the best. And we'll go to this fall and find out, the animals will be back and forth, so they're going to eat it down. But we're going to see it towards the end of fall, which has the best established. And then come next year, see which one has the best comeback before I reseed. So I want to reseed every spring and every fall until I get the area real thick and lush. Because the lusher I can make it, the greener I can make it, the more material on top of the ground, the less evaporation that we'll have, the less wind damage to the soil, and hopefully that will bring in insects and worms and everything else. So that's pretty much it for this week. Like I said, excavator comes tomorrow morning. I'll have that for a week. I'll have this Sunday, Monday vlog that will come out. I'll show I'll film Sunday evening before it gets dark on what I've got accomplished with the excavator on Saturday and Sunday. I know this is a long list of stuff, but for those of you that saw my list last year when I rented the excavator, I used the excavator in like 4 days and had 3 days of rain where I couldn't use it. So if I get all 7 days, hopefully I'll be able to knock out at least 75% of that. So we will see what happens. I hope everybody's having a great week. The weather is getting beautiful here. We get thunderstorms and rain every afternoon into the evening. Then it drops down to like 39 to 42 degrees right now. That's our spring season. And then by end of June, first part of July, we'll get into summer weather. And I'll be sleeping outside. I'm going to put up a hammock or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm getting excited. Things are getting accomplished. I also, let's see, today is Friday. Thursday, yesterday, I ended up spending $10,000, or a little bit over $10,000. I bought another shipping container, so that comes next week. I rented the excavator. Bought a bunch of material at Home Depot, the raw iron stuff for the gates, uh, a pallet of feed, all different stuff. So I ended up spending 10,000 investing into the property. So we're gonna go from there. And then last week I pulled out some profits from the crypto. Everybody say, "Oh, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down." We're gonna wait and buy in when it hits this level. Well, I didn't wait. I bought as it was dropping. I bought in for another $30,000. It kept dropping, so I lost a bunch of that investment. But then it's come all the way back up, and right now I'm like 32, 34,000 in profit again, and I have 155,000 invested again. I was at 160 at one point, so I was down to 125, and just put another 30,000 of my money in. So what can I say? I've got hopes, I've got goals, I've got a lot of stuff that needs monetary financing to get this place done. I also want to buy the properties around me. So that's my goal. And one of the coins that I own, Tron coins, Justin's son paid $4.5 million in a donation to have lunch or dinner with Warren Buffett. And who knows? He might be able to change his mind, and crypto might get widely adopted like I think it's going to happen. Whether it's this year or 10 years down the road, it's a new trend, it's a new fad. It's just like Apple, Nike, the internet. We're in the early stages. I'm in early. And look at people that invest in Apple and all that stuff now. They're multi-million, if not billionaires by now. So that's my goal, is to get to 2.5 million. That will do everything and beyond what I need. And that's it. So have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, we have a massive storm going on right now. So I ran out real quick. You can see some drops in the camera, I think, of it raining because it's raining right now. And everybody knows I don't like getting wet. But that was the house site. I finished digging that out. And I just want to show everybody what I got accomplished so far. The hay mats and everything, I'll show you guys that in another video. I dug out the driveway here along the fence, as you just saw. Then over here, this buried box is going to be the bathrooms for the petting zoo. So it's 8 foot deep, 8 foot long, 4 foot wide. And now I'm going to pour a pad around the sides of it, stack cinder blocks, and build a bathroom with two separate bathrooms. That was a hygge culture bed that you just saw. Of course, I'll get into all this stuff more in detail in another video. This is just so you guys can see what I've done with the excavator. So you can see I'm filling the parking lot up. I'm going to use that pile of dirt, all these piles of dirt. And the storm is setting off my driveway alarm. But you can see the parking lot is all dug out. I got that all taken care of. And I can't believe the storm going on right now. I'm in here doing the voiceover, and you can't even see how it's just torrential downpours right now, which is good. I just got all the seeds put in. I got the trees put in. Only thing I got to do is get the bamboo and stuff in, and that will be at another time. But we're getting some really nice moisture right now. You can see all the goats and everything hanging out over there. The babies just jumping around, having fun. Doing the little baby goat thing. All the other goats are coming up from down at the pond. Down in the pig pen, I dug out the creek bed to make it wider and make it deeper so the water's more down in the ground. At the end, it's got some extra water in it. And then here, I dug all the way along this edge to widen the driveway towards this fence. And then on the edge of the pond, I dug all that out. So now there's a flat landing for the ducks and geese pretty much almost all the way around on the driveway side. And that's all this black dirt that's sitting here. I didn't dig the pond deeper. I just made a ledge for the ducks and geese to be able to sit on. And then over here, I went ahead, the culvert that went through, let me get over here. I dug out the upper creek bed, same thing as I did in the pig pen. and then I dug out the bridge. So you can see right there, the culvert is up over there. It's all in pieces or strung out. But I dug through. I'm going to start putting in cinder blocks, probably 3 high with rebar, fill them with concrete, then put wire mesh and rebar across the top of it, pour a pad, and then go ahead and fill in the other 4 or 5 feet of dirt, so I have my driveway to drive across again. But you can see from my property fence all the way down, all the way through, and all the way down over to the pond is all dug through, and the water's running through. The water stays closer to the ground, and that's it.